Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to be making lasagna. It's my very first time to try this recipe. I've had lasagna sometime once and I've always wanted to make this at home, and today is the day that I'm doing that. So let's get into the video. We will need some seasoning cubes, some garlic, some tomatoes, some red onion, some capsicum, and a carrot. Maybe can be done without. Then we have some vegetable oil. We have wheat flour. I'll show you everything where it is used. We have some tomato sauce and black pepper with salt. Then we have this lasagne pasta. It's usually you can find it in stores, and yeah, or if you can make pasta at home. Then we'll be using beef, and so we have minced beef and 2 sausages. Then of course with some mozzarella cheese. Then you will need a casserole dish where you're going to be baking your lasagna in. Now guys, today I also came around with another new small gadget that is really handy. I just feel like this is a whole multi-purpose and cuts the whole time you spend on chopping things like onions and grating things like tomatoes, or you want to make a chumbali, salsa, process some baby's food, just put there and then just boil. I think this is like a must-have gadget, and it's really not so expensive. So if you want it, just comment it in the comment section and let me know so I can just plug you. So just like you're seeing, you just cut on your tomatoes, because originally I would have grated them, but getting one tomato and then you're grating it the whole time, I just feel like this machine is just everything that I needed. Just put the tomatoes in and then just pull. Just keep on pulling like this, as it does the chopping for you. Just like that, we have our grated or almost fine tomatoes, and I'm going to do the same process for the remaining tomato, and then I also do it with the onions and the garlic. Getting that fine onion texture when you're chopping, especially when you're not that trained, your knife skills are not really good, it can be a whole day job. But look at this. So we are going to start preparing, and of course we'll put some cooking oil on the pot and then add in our minced meat and just spread it around until it cooks through and releases some water. Then some oil, of course, on the bottom, and then we'll go in with our grated or chopped onions and capsicum. Just mix everything together, and later on add in the tomatoes. So guys, if you haven't subscribed at this stage, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you've reached this far and you're liking it. So we're just going to add in our tomatoes and the tomato paste. Then mix everything together, and then we'll season this with some Royco cubes, some beef masala, and other people put in the Italian spices, but I didn't really have them, so I used what I could get. But trust me, it was bomb. So I put in a tablespoon of black soy sauce, and I mixed everything together and let it simmer on low heat until now, when I'm just putting in a few teaspoons of corn flour. This is going to help me thicken up my sauce. So there we are. And what is lasagna sauce without some fresh dania? So I'm just going to sprinkle in some dania, and then on the other side make the white sauce. So we'll use a tablespoon of butter, and then once it has melted, we'll go in with a few tablespoons. I used 2 for this particular one. Tablespoons of wheat flour, like I showed you in the beginning. So just mix everything together, and once it's all incorporated, we go in with milk. I used 1.5 cups of milk. So it's of course going to clump up. It's wheat and it's on heat, so it's going to thicken up. So just keep on adding milk in bits until you whisk it together and you have the right consistency and the right amount of the white sauce that you want to use in your lasagna. This can also be used if you're making macaroni, if you're doing anything to do with dipping sauce. The white sauce really can go with anything. So ours has really been on the heat for some time, and as you can see, it has thickened up. So I'm just going to go in with black pepper and salt, just to give it some little taste. And then at this stage, you can just remove fire, just like I did, and then you add in some cheese. So I added in some mozzarella cheese, just off camera, I'm sorry. But then, yeah, that is why it's sticky. So on the other side, in salted hot water that is boiling, I'm going to go in with my lasagne pasta and boil it until it's halfway cooked through. Because at the end of the day, it's going to cook again when you bake it. So it's time to assemble, and here we are. We are just going to spread our beef or meat down on the casserole dish, and then once we are done with that first layer, we're just going to go on with our lasagne pasta. I'm sorry it had to really break through, because I think I wasn't gentle enough while removing it, but nonetheless it's going to work, and it really did work. So go on with the white sauce and spread it evenly, then add on the beef again. It depends on how big your dish is and how much you have made. You can do about 3 layers or 4 layers if you really have that much. And on top of the beef, you can add there some cheese, but I had put cheese in my white sauce, so I will not. Repeat the same process on top of another lasagne pasta layer, put the white sauce and again some beef. And now for me, I am done, because I need to leave there space for it to heat up and give room for my cheese to melt and not be attached to anything. So once I'm at this stage, just sprinkle some grated or shredded mozzarella cheese. You can just mix in any cheese that you want. But for me, the readily available one and the one I could really use was mozzarella. So by now, if you're following, you should have put on your oven 240 degrees Celsius. Preheating. So we cover this with the foil and put it in the oven for 45 minutes. So this is how it looks like. It has really cooked through and the cheese has melted. Look at that. But then that is not enough. We're going to put it back into the oven for about 8 minutes until the cheese has settled, browned on top, and this is where the big deal is. I think everyone should try this. So we served this and I think everyone liked it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching up until this time. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Share this link with your friends. Check out the links I leave in the description box. The ones there's a guest app. Please support me. I really need to hit 1K before Christmas. Give me this gift. Thank you so much. I hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye.